So, welcome back, viewers. This is our episode number sweet 16. We turned 16 today. Anmol,
Yeah,
what are these influencers? Where did they come from? Why did they come? Are they aliens? Are they aliens?
yeah, some of them are really creepy
Why
aliens.
do they exist? Why do they exist? I mean, well, for a guy of my generation who's in his 40s, I just don't get the point. I mean, I like the, I'd like to be an influencer, but I just don't get it. Where did they come from? That is why I asked the question: Are they aliens? Did they come from outer space? How did
So,
this suddenly burst and happen? Or did this happen suddenly? It was happening in the background. We didn't know about it.
yeah, it was happening from
But
a long time.
I mean, what it is, what like a phenomenon of past 10, 15 years, not more
10,
than that.
10 years, 10 years,
Not
last
even
10 years.
10 years, I guess. It's
Yeah,
more, just
not
five,
even 10
six
years.
years.
It basically started out when, our social media platform starting to get popular after 2010 and people start getting access to internet.
Hmm.
So that's where this industry started out. And now
Hmm.
they trust more of these influencers. Earlier, at your time when you were at my age, things were very different,
Hmm.
right? You used to tell me that if I like something, so how I got to know about,
So for ignorant people,
yeah,
like me or my generation, who are
right.
influencers?
So for to simplify for you guys, what is an influencer? Influencer is basically a person who has built their following on social media
Hmm.
via their influence from the content they create, and they are specialized to a niche.
Hmm.
So let's take an example for Rico is specializing in personal development space. He is specializing in finance space. He is specializing in a entrepreneurial space, that what he did with nearby, where he is today. And if I take in, so there are specific influencers for specific things. And these days,
Hmm. So
so
Ankur
the kind
Warikoo is
of
serious one. What about Dhinchak Puja?
no, she's not. Has
Hello, she
nothing
has an
to do.
audience.
She has an audience. Yeah, basically she has an audience, so she is an influencer. Yeah.
Okay.
She is. And she has influenced a lot of people with her song, Selfie Maine Le Liya. बहुत famous हुआ. People used to make reels on
Oh
it.
my God.
मजाक बहुत बना, but then you need to understand how
The
she became
cringe.
famous because
The
of it.
cringe. It's
Yeah.
so bad that
Cringe.
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you see today, Ashwin, so how these brands are getting their new products into the market.
Hmm.
So, like these days, we are working on this iconic biking brand.
Mhm.
So you see how they are promoting their new
Hey,
bike into the market.
you don't have to keep it a secret. I mean, let's name it.
So
Harley
yeah,
Davidson.
Harley.
We are working
So
with Harley Davidson.
yeah, so how Harley is promoting their X440 right now? It's in pre-production. They are calling these YouTubers like JSR Films and all. They're asking them to do a test ride, do a video on it, post it on YouTube, so that more and more people get aware about it. Because these days, whenever you and I we want something, first of all we go on YouTube and see. And in the earlier times, let's say in 2007, you wanted a mobile phone. You won't go on YouTube and watch some videos. At that point of time, it was not that viable. You will just see an advertisement, then you will go and experience and feel it, and
Hmm.
that's how you make your buying decision. Or maybe it's an ad that
Right.
makes you buy into something. But since the time people are getting more on social media, in 2007 2008, I remember everyone was into newspapers, everyone was into
Yeah,
television.
for especially for bike, we used to buy these auto car or well, I mean, we had pretty good websites by that time. We used to go for Carvale or
car wale bike wale, yeah.
bike uh, websites, and there were these journalists and viable, authority who used to be present that time, and
Right.
they used to give their reviews. We used to read their reviews, and it was pretty credible. It is still pretty credible,
It is still pretty credible,
but
but the only
I
difference right
understand
now
you
is
are right. I mean, even I the other day, you and I we were discussing about buying a Harley, right?
right.
So, like since that day, I've been watching these videos by different influencers from India and abroad who have been reviewing different Harley
Highly.
bikes, and they're comparing these bikes. So you're right. Yes, they even though I hate to admit it, but they definitely have made an impact on me as well.
Right.
Mhm.
Because we as humans we trust more when we see another human telling us something about it, and when they have a massive following, it
And
impacts
someone
us.
who's like us.